Imagine Mr. Beast buying TikTok. That will be crazy. Just think about that. Mr. Beast appearing in all TikTok videos because he has conquered YouTube. Now with the Beast games with Amazon Prime. And imagine if he can do it. That will be crazy. I will like it. That will be very, very interesting for the market. And I really admire Mr. Beast because he said, okay, fine, I'll buy TikTok so it doesn't get banned. Imagine. And then he posted, unironically, I have so many billionaires reach out to me since I tweeted this. Let's see if we can pull this off. That would be crazy. For many reasons, the TikTok banning in the US could change the game. Either they close the company because it just represents less than 10% of the global revenue of TikTok, even though they have more than 100 million users in the US, or they decide to sell the company to an American. They always said that, for example, Elon Musk also wanted to buy TikTok, which I will not prefer because that's a lot of power in just one guy, very powerful guy. Half a trillion dollar now is his net worth. Crazy. But let's go through TikTok revenue. What are the possibilities for Mr. Beast? Why people love TikTok and what can happen with other stocks and what other investment opportunities we can identify here. So number one, the support for TikTok ban has declined. Okay. So imagine this is the trend. It's like less people in the US support the TikTok ban. Okay. And this has been in discussion since Trump won. So Trump won, Biden, and then Trump 2 is going to be the interesting case about what happens. But why? Because TikTok shop. Americans make a lot of money, and that could be also a great opportunity for Mr. Beast if he buys it to really implement it to a next level. Now, you can bet if you believe that Mr. Beast will buy TikTok, you can put money. Okay? If you don't, you can also put money. Remember, this is betting. This is a decentralized marketplace called Polymarket, which I love it. Great marketplace. I love it. Great, great, beautiful marketplace. I actually wrote a paper about Polymarket and how I compare the prediction system using Polymarket compared to traditional polls. So I'm going to publish that paper in 2025. Remember, I'm a PhD researcher, an MIT innovator, and I just like for you to subscribe. Yes, push the notification button, subscribe right now. If I'm giving you value, you want to learn about stocks.
This stock portfolio is heavy. Let's roast it. Hey there, be honest. Does your investment portfolio needs a reality check? I'll break it down for you in 10 minutes. Personalized roast that's honest, actionable, and maybe a little bit brutal. I show you what's working and what's failing and how you can make it better without any fluff. Just straight up solutions for your goals. Oh, and I deliver your roast within 72 hours so you won't be left waiting. Ready? Go to franciscamoney.com or hit the link in the description and request your roast today. Let's fix that portfolio.
If you want to learn about investment opportunities, if you learn to know about crypto, how to manage your portfolio, this is the place. If you just want to skip things fast and don't learn, just go. I don't like you here. Let's continue learning. So, what is the valuation of TikTok? Well, there are three ways to evaluate. One is the traditional finance estimates, which can put it between 40 to 50 billion, depending a lot in the revenue. Okay. Second, Bloomberg Intelligence, they said, no. This is more like a 30 to 35 billion-dollar company if we use similar metrics as other startups. But it's not a startup anymore, isn't it? Well, what about Kevin O'Leary? Yes, Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful. Of course, he's a guy who likes to make money. If I was Kevin O'Leary, I would want to buy TikTok. If I was Mr. Beast, I will use all the power right now to buy TikTok. And Kevin O'Leary said, hey, $20 billion excluding the algorithm. So he already made his valuation. And the algorithms, of course, are one of the best parts of TikTok. Remember, the parent company is called ByteDance, which is a Chinese based company. And all this comes because since Trump was elected in the first time, they said, okay, this is a tool for the Chinese government to spy on Americans. Okay, so why you don't ban it? Okay, you know. Now let's see. Look how from 2020, 22% to 52% in 2024, okay, is used by TikTok users, okay, to read news. It's incredible, no? Isn't it? Of course, Twitter is where I get my news. So I'm in that 59%. I think Twitter is the best platform, or X. Yeah, I like to call it X. But think about that. TikTok was better than Facebook to get news and to YouTube to get news. You come to YouTube for analysis like this one. That's what you come for YouTube, not for news. So that's very important. So Kevin O'Leary or Mr. Beast or Musk, they are checking this data. Now, this is one of the key things that happen, okay, in the market because there's an app called Xiao Hongsu or Red Note. And then it was something very interesting that I saw on Twitter, and is they call it TikTok refugees. Okay, because of course people they're gonna ban TikTok. TikTok is gonna disappear. What do we do? Where we live? So the logical will be to go to Instagram or to go to Snapchat. No, but they decided to go to this platform, which is another Chinese platform, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting, actually. I downloaded Xiaohongshu so you can follow me. And I downloaded just to test it, because I always wanted to learn Mandarin. I never been committed, I have to recognize, but now by downloading, I just did an experiment. I published a video. I say something in Mandarin like ni hao, wo shi Francisco, and I got very positive responses from people in the platform. Very interesting, very interesting. So I think that's a good platform and a very interesting thing that happened because of the TikTok ban. I can imagine the guys of Red Note. I was putting my description of Red Note, and I said that I admire Deng Xiaoping policies. Okay, so you remember when Mao Zedong died, the guy who became the leader of China was Deng Xiaoping, and that was the guy that opened China market. So I admire because he opened, he believed in markets. Okay, so I was putting that in my description, but the app didn't allow me to do that. The app allowed me to tell that, hey, I'm Colombian, Colombian, living in Cyprus, but then, and that's it. Okay, very interesting how they handle those things. Oh, 10 minutes, guys. Yeah. So there's a lot of memes. I like memes. I'm pretty bad at creating memes. I have to recognize to you. It's like I'm pretty bad. Always drink water. Drink water. So we're banning TikTok. Yeah. That, and then everyone learning Mandarin and exchanging culture, which I think is very important. If you're the kind of person that just is like a horse and believe that your nation is the best in the world and you should not exchange culture, get out of this channel. This is an open space to discuss, to have conversations, to do analysis. Okay, very important. So let's continue with the analysis. So most TikTok users see humor and opinions about news. Of course, it's the place that people go to see funny posts that reference current events. Um, Also, it's a place that people express opinions about current events and they share those breaking news. So, very interesting. Remember, news, an important part, but also an important part of that trend is that news are one of the key elements of TikTok. Yes. And if you like this video, subscribe. Okay. This is very interesting, and I really love these graphs. And most of these graphs are created by the Pew Research Center, which I love. Every time I want to understand more about America, I go and read reports from the Pew Research Center. So if you can see here, that the most active 25% of used adults produce 98% of public content. So this is the Pareto principle, which is the 2080, but applied into an extended level, because it says, like, imagine you have 100 people. From that 100, 25 produces 98% of the content. It's crazy. So what happens with the rest 75? When I had TikTok in the past, we created a lot of content. Maybe we were part of that 25. But it's incredible. It's incredible. So that's a key element to check when analyzing TikTok. And if you're under 30, you will use TikTok in the US. Okay? Because the interesting thing, and that's the reason we have the TikTok discussion, that's the reason I created these videos, because 1 in 3 Americans, or US adults, 1 in 3 US adults use TikTok, which is a lot. A lot. Even more than WhatsApp. I don't know why Americans don't use WhatsApp. I think it's better, but I don't know. If you're 65 plus, no. Okay, so going to the key thing, Mr. Beast, buy TikTok. That would be cool. Like, if I were Mr. Beast, he did something incredible. And I have to confess, I like the Beast games on Amazon. I don't think they're super cool, but as Jeremy Jans, my favorite YouTuber for movie review, says, uh, you will have fun, no alcohol required. So that means, like, yeah, I have fun. Of course, some games could be done better, but I think it's incredible how Mr. B, will he just rename it to Beast Talk? That would be crazy. I think the name is great. It's like, that's the reason everyone dislikes Elon Musk decision to change the name of Twitter, which is stupid. I think it's like such a great brand. And just because I want the X, and because Elon Musk believes he knows everything. And of course, imagine the possibility of also owning TikTok and really winning in videos, because Twitter is pretty bad at videos. They're integrating videos, but it's pretty bad. Mm. YouTube Learn, like the shorts from YouTube comes from TikTok, actually. It's like YouTube history is divided before TikTok and after TikTok. So before TikTok, long forms like this one. After TikTok, shorts. And now they play. And then TikTok wanted to do long forms, but no one cares about the long forms. So if we go to Polymarket right now, great platform, amazing platform. And if you have reached till this point of the video, I mean, you're the best. I'm telling you. So just write in the comment roast if you want a personalized roast for your portfolio. Normally I charge money for that, but for you, I do it. So right now, possibilities before April 30 are 69%. I made some money because I say no, and then I bought some tokens and then I sold them because I saw the trend upwards again. Yeah, you have to be very mindful. But the valuation of TikTok will reflect that by 2025, the revenue could be $9.5 billion. That's a lot of money for just closing a shop, man. I'm always thinking about that. But what other stocks could benefit? Of course, Meta, Instagram, you know? Now, Instagram is being used a lot. Meta 621, it's it's not a cheap stock, okay, but the TikTok ban could benefit Meta. So if you're a long-term investor, of course, Meta is a 5 trillion stock for sure, but it takes time, you know. So yeah, and I was just sharing a paper about the algorithm because I believe that the best algorithm in the world for short form content is TikTok. It is proven. It's like you have Google, you have Facebook, you have Snapchat, and then TikTok comes and just eats the market. What does it mean? And they did it in the best way. So if I was Mr. Beast, man, just buy TikTok and get the algorithm. That would be lovely. And because, of course, Mr. Beast is a genius on content creation, just imagine him being the owner of TikTok. Crazy, no? Well, very nice. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciated the follow. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what do you think about Mr. Beast buying TikTok. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.